Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Adam Pearce recently sent an emotional message on his X, FKA Twitter, account that quickly got the fans wondering about his future with WWE. However, the on-screen Raw GM was quick to clarify that his tweet was taken out of context. Pearce was a wrestler for close to 2 decades before transitioning to a managerial role in the Stamford-based promotion. The 46-year-old performer also served as a trainer and producer in the company for years. While WWE has seen many authority figures in its illustrious history, Adam Pearce can be counted among the best and most popular due to his long tenure and popularity. A few hours back, Pearce sent out a tweet on his X account, where he shared his gratitude to fans for accepting him in his current role in WWE. Fans quickly thronged to the comments section, speculating it was a goodbye message. However, the Raw general manager was quick to squash the rumors by responding to one of the users. Pearce often uses his social media to pay respect to wrestling stalwarts of the past. A few days ago, the Raw GM took to X to mention how much he respected Harley Race and that he had influenced his approach to the business. Adam Pearce hasn't wrestled a full-fledged match in more than 10 years, barring a couple of appearances in multi-man matches in WWE. The world of professional wrestling is one often filled with drama, triumphs, failures, twists, and turns. Among the numerous superstars who have graced the squared circle, few have had as much of an enduring impact behind the scenes as Adam Pearce. Known for his time as a competitor and later as an official in WWE, Pearce's journey through the industry has been one marked by both highs and lows, leadership, and moments of personal reflection. However, in a sudden and emotional message issued to the fans, Pearce took a step back from the spotlight and revealed something that no one saw coming: a clarification regarding his future in the industry. It all started when, late one evening, Adam Pearce took to social media and shared an unexpected video. The usual confident, articulate figure that fans had come to recognize on WWE programming appeared different in that moment. His face, usually so steady and stoic, was filled with raw emotion. What was initially thought to be another announcement or storyline angle turned out to be something far more personal, a message that addressed his future with WWE and, by extension, his place within the world of professional wrestling. A moment of reflection. "Hey everyone, it's Adam Pearce," began the video, his voice unusually calm, yet strained with emotion. "I know you're probably wondering why I'm coming to you like this, and honestly I didn't plan for this to happen today, but sometimes life just catches up with you and you have to make some tough decisions." Pearce paused for a moment, taking a deep breath. It was clear that this wasn't the same confident figure the fans had seen leading the charge behind the scenes. This was a man in deep contemplation, and his words held a weight that could only come from years of experience in an industry that can be as unforgiving as it is rewarding. "I've been a part of this industry for a long time, both as a wrestler and more recently in my role as an official. I've seen it all: the highs, the lows, the moments that make you feel invincible, and the ones that make you question everything you thought you knew. But through it all I've never wavered in my commitment to this company, to you, the fans, and to the men and women who step into that ring every week. We're all part of something much bigger than ourselves, and I've always felt incredibly blessed to be a part of that." He paused again, a slight tremor in his voice that only hinted at the emotional turmoil beneath the surface. "But recently, I've had to take a step back and really think about where I am, both in my career and in my life. You see, there comes a time for all of us when we have to ask ourselves, what's next? And for me, that moment has arrived." A personal struggle. As Pearce spoke, his fans, those who had supported him throughout his transition from wrestler to official, began to understand that this wasn't just a professional announcement. This was deeply personal. "I know that many of you are used to seeing me in my capacity as a WWE official. You've seen me make tough decisions, you've seen me play the role of authority when it's necessary, and you've seen me keep things running smoothly in the chaos of this business. But what you may not know is that the last few months have been harder than I care to admit. It's been a journey of self-reflection, of trying to balance my passion for wrestling with my responsibilities outside of it and my own personal challenges. His words started to gain more depth as he delved into his personal struggles. It's no secret that this industry can take a toll on you both physically and mentally. And while I've always been someone who pushes through, there are times when you have to face the reality of the situation. My body, my mind, and my heart, they've all been telling me that it's time to reevaluate. I've been asking myself if the man in the mirror is still the person I want to be in this industry, and if the path I've been on is the right one for me. The message began to take on a heavier tone, and Pearce's fans could sense the vulnerability in his voice. This was no longer the calculated persona that fans saw making decisions on TV. This was Adam Pearce, the man behind the role, bearing his soul to an audience who had been with him through thick and thin. Clarifying his future. After a long silence, Pearce finally looked directly into the camera, his eyes filled with a mixture of resolve and sorrow. It was clear that the decision he was about to announce weighed heavily on him. "I'm sure many of you are wondering what this all means," he continued. "Is this the end of my time in WWE? Am I walking away from the ring for good? And honestly, I can't give you all the answers right now, but I can tell you this: I'm not walking away from the wrestling business. What I've realized is that I have so much more to give, and I have to do it in a way that aligns with who I am today, not who I was yesterday." Pearce paused for a moment, his expression firming up as he gathered his thoughts. It was evident that this was a pivotal moment in his career, a decision that would shape his legacy. "For those of you who have supported me throughout my entire journey, whether you knew me as a competitor, a trainer, or an official, I can't thank you enough. But it's time to make it clear. I'm not stepping away from WWE entirely, but I am stepping back from the day-to-day role of being an on-screen authority figure. You'll still see me around the company, but not in the same capacity as before. It's time for me to step aside and allow others to take the reins, to shine in ways that I might not be able to anymore." This declaration stunned many in the wrestling community, as Pearce had been a consistent presence on WWE television for years. However, his message also carried a sense of closure, a recognition that, while one chapter was closing, another one was on the horizon. "Wrestling has given me everything," he continued, his voice gaining strength. "It's given me the chance to live my dream, to meet incredible people, and to be a part of something that will live on for generations. But sometimes the hardest part of living your dream is knowing when to pivot, when to move forward, and when to let go of the things that don't serve you anymore. And right now, that's what I need to do." The next chapter. The video continued, but it was now clear that Adam Pearce was at peace with his decision, even if it was a difficult one. "Moving forward, I'm going to focus on the things that matter most to me, my family, my health, and finding new ways to contribute to the wrestling world. I'll be looking at different roles within WWE, but I'm also excited to explore other opportunities outside of the ring." It's a new chapter, and while it's uncertain, it's also filled with possibility. Pearce's message, which had begun as a somber and emotional reflection, now carried a sense of optimism. He was embracing the unknown with the same tenacity that had carried him through his entire career. There was no doubt that though his role in the industry was changing, Adam Pearce's influence would remain. "I know this decision will surprise many of you," Pearce concluded. "But I promise you this, whether you see me on your screens or not, I will always be a part of this industry, and I'll always be grateful for the chance to be a part of your lives. Thank you for all your support, for all the years we've shared, and for the journey that's still to come." As the video ended, Pearce's message left fans with more questions than answers, but also with a deep sense of appreciation for the man behind the persona. His vulnerability, honesty, and clarity had touched a chord with his supporters, who knew that Adam Pearce's future in the wrestling world was still far from over. The aftermath. In the hours and days following Pearce's emotional announcement, the wrestling world buzzed with speculation and analysis. Fans took to social media, offering their support and sending messages of gratitude for Pearce's years of service to WWE. His decision to step back from his on-screen authority role left many wondering what the future would hold for him and how it would affect WWE's creative direction behind the scenes. There were murmurs of admiration for Pearce's decision to put his health and well-being first. Those who had worked closely with him throughout his career knew how deeply he cared for the company and its talent, and his commitment to WWE was never in question. But his willingness to step aside, knowing that a new era was on the horizon, was a testament to his character and integrity. WWE itself issued a statement in support of Pearce's decision. While they respected his need for change, they also acknowledged the immense contribution he had made to the company. Adam Pearce has been an integral part of WWE for many years, and his contributions have been invaluable. We support him in his decision and look forward to seeing the next chapter of his journey unfold. Adam is part of the WWE family, and that will never change, the statement read. The weeks that followed, Pearce made appearances in more behind-the-scenes roles, working closely with talent, staff, and management to continue to shape WWE's future. His shift in focus didn't diminish his impact. If anything, it only increased his relevance, as he began exploring new avenues where he could lend his wisdom and expertise. The future of Adam Pearce. For Adam Pearce, the future is filled with uncertainty, but also with possibility. The emotional message he shared with his fans was more than just a public clarification of his future. It was a declaration of self-awareness, growth, and the willingness to embrace change, even when it's difficult. While his time as a regular authority figure on WWE programming may have come to an end, Adam Pearce's legacy in the world of professional wrestling is far from finished. Whether he's working behind the scenes, mentoring the next generation of superstars, or pursuing new endeavors outside the ring, one thing is certain: Adam Pearce's story is far from over. The journey continues. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.